Hello, students. So today we're going to talk about the simple present that is not verb to be. Okay, the other verbs, how to prepare to make the affirmative, negative, and interrogative in the present tense. Okay, there are they have a different rule of how to do it. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen and show you, give you a brief explanation. We will also send you handouts and videos to the group, okay? So please pay attention. This is very important. So here we have a handout. This is the handout you will receive that explains the affirmative, negative, and interrogative form of the verb in simple present that is not verb to be. Okay, you can see that one of the specific characteristics that you have to pay attention is that the verb in English, there is no variation. Like in Portuguese, in Spanish, there are variations of the person to person. Right? In English is the same. Right here we have an example of verb to walk. I walk, you walk, he walks, she walks, it walks, we walk, you walk, they walk. One little rule that you have to pay attention is that when it comes to the third person, when it gets to the third person here, the verb has an S in front of it. Okay? With he, she, and it, the third person singular only. You see here as you don't use the s. You only use s to the third person singular. This does not mean that the verb is in plural, right? This means that the verb is in the third person. I walk, she walks. You walk, he walks. To understand? And to make negative and interrogative, to make questions, we have to add an auxiliary verb, an extra verb. Okay? There are many verbs that we add to the sentences, but 90% of the case, the verb that we add is the verb to do. And to make negative, you need the verb do and the particle not. Okay? Wait a minute. I'm having bad time trying to write with the... And the particle not. Alright? So do plus not makes don't. We can contract them. So, not means negative, but it does not work alone. It has to be associated with a verb. I walk, I don't walk. You walk, you don't walk. Do you understand? And when it comes to the third person, he, then the auxiliary verb, the extra verb, is the one who goes to the third person. Because the verb to do is like this. I do, you do, he does, she does, it does. We do, you do, they do. Okay? So when it comes to the third person, this extra verb is the verb that coordinates with the person. You know? It gets in accordance with the person. And the main verb stays normal. You see? The main verb, it does not change. Okay? I don't walk. You don't walk. He doesn't walk. She doesn't walk. It doesn't walk. We don't walk. You don't walk. They don't walk. Again, these rules only applies to the he, she, and it persons. Okay? only apply to he, she, and it. Okay? Another thing is, don't try to translate these verbs. Don't. These extra verb, do, don't, they don't have translations. You understand? This is like like a mechanical, it's like a car. You need to put a special piece on it so the car can drive properly. Do you understand? So some people will try to translate this. Don't translate. All right? I walk, I don't walk. So this is just an extra verb that you put so you can grammatically write it correctly. And the interrogative, to make interrogation, what you do is you add the verb to do behind the person. I walk, I don't walk. Do I walk? Okay? You walk, you don't walk. Do you walk? Again, no translation for this auxiliary verb. There is no translation. Okay? He walks. He doesn't walk. Does he walk? Again, here you can see that this verb auxiliary, this extra verb, is the one who gets in accordance with the person. The main verb stays normal. Okay? All right? Let's go a little bit further down. So, when I ask you a question using the simple present, you can give me a short answer. Do you drink beer? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay? Do you like to swim? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Do you understand? Now, using the third person. Does Antonio like to swim? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Do you understand? Okay. So, you say yes, but then I can say I do, you do, we do, or they do. These are considered short answers. I don't have to repeat. Like you say, like for example, if you ask me, do you study English? Yes, I study English. I don't have to repeat. America is very practical and simple. Everything is simplified. Do you study English? Yes, I do. Do you study English? No, I don't. Do you understand? So, and when it comes to the third person, because I make the question with does she drink beer? Yes, she does. Does she like to party? No, she doesn't. You understand? I say no, but then I have to put the does, don't, or doesn't. Okay? No, I don't. No, she doesn't. Do you understand? Okay. More explanations. So, the simple present, it's simple. Very simple to explain. But there are little variations that you have to pay attention. For example, if the verb, right, finish in a consonant, you only add s to it. See? I run, I drink, he drinks. I run, he runs. Simple. Okay? But if the verb finish with two s, sh, ch, x, or o, I have to put es in front of it. An example. I guess, she guesses. Okay? I wash, she washes. I watch TV, she watches TV. I fix my car, he fixes his car. Right? I go, He goes. I do. He does. Do you understand? All these explanations will be shown to you on a video. Okay? And then one of the most important thing is, if the verb, this is, you have to pay a lot of attention to this, okay? For example, if the verbs ends in a Y and it has a consonant behind the Y, for example, the word cry here, you see? Cry. So there's a consonant and an ending Y. So what I do is I remove the Y when I put it in the third person and I add IES. Okay? But if the verb ends in a Y and it has a vowel before the Y, I don't have to do anything. I just put S. I play, he plays. I cry, he cries. I study, she studies. Do you understand? Okay. We use the present simple for habits and actions that we do regularly. He visits his friends every Sunday. She goes to school by bus. We have English class every week. For general truth, you know, like facts. The sun rises in the east. That's a fact. For permanent situation, he lives in Athens. Okay? This is how you use the present simple for routine. All right? So, we also use adverbs of frequency, you know, expressions that we sometimes we used with the simple present. Time expressions and adverbs of frequency. Adverb of frequency is like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. And we, you know, like I always take a shower. I sometimes go to the gym. I never go to the movies. Do you understand? So, and when you're putting, you put it before the main verb. All right? And time expressions like every day, week, Friday. Right? I take a shower every day. I clean my room every week. I go to church on Friday. We have class on Mondays. I relax at the weekend, on the weekend. Okay? I go to work in the morning. I have a break in winter. I drink coffee once a day. I drink beer once a week. All right? So, these two will be sent to you on a video so you can understand. So, this is your first exercise. You have to put these verbs in the third person. Play, plays. Wash, washes. Fly, flies. We remove the Y, we use IES. Refer to these explanations on how to do this, okay? And then we have exercise B, which is very easy, all right? Anyway, I'm gonna send this to you and you will see this in your group. If you have any questions, ask me or ask your teacher, okay? All right, guys, see you later.